Okay, hello everyone. How are you today? It's Kei. So this is the 5th of April 2022 and this is on Tuesday. So I hope you're having a great day today and let's get started on this live stream. So looks like AUD has been very strong today and yesterday too. So I took a day off yesterday. So no trade for myself, but today, wow, it's so strong, so strong. So I will first focus on the AUD pairs. Well, mainly today, most likely I will focus on AUD pairs and check some of the charts and share my analysis for today. So let's get started right now. Let me change the screen. Okay, and as a quick disclaimer, as usual, this content is basically based on my own experience. So when you take trades, please do with your risk management. And also, since this is live stream, it's not a video, it's a live today. So if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. And quick announcement also is that there are many scammers out there in the world using my name and creating these fake services. So I never use Telegram, I never use Instagram, Facebook, and I never send direct messages on any SNS. So in case you receive any of these emails or messages from me, or direct messages from me, then these are all fake. So just be careful. Sorry, not emails. I do emails, but these direct messages are fake. So just be careful. So the best way to reach me is by email. And I always reply by email. Email is the best way for communication because on this SNS, I decided not to message anymore because you can delete the messages in the past, and I think it's not really trustable. And sometimes people get hacked on these SNS, and that's why I don't message by SNS. So the best way to reach me is by email. So if you can please remember, that would be great. So so let's see what's happening in the markets now. Let me say hi to everyone quickly. Alex, FX, thank you for joining. Mahardika, good to see you too. And Augustine Sulaiman, thank you for joining. FX Gaming, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. And Butha, and Jorg, Sarosh, and David, Madol, and Samson, good to see you too. All right, Seal and Arnold, thank you for joining as well. And Sin, also good to see you. James, TikTok, and John Hera, Asif, Suresh, and J-Wise, Turun, and Nadim, Rahil, and Alfonso, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. I hope you said all the names right. And yeah, everybody else, thank you for joining as well. So since lots of AUD pairs are trending right now, let's identify which one is the most active market, most volatile market. Because some AUD pairs are a bit weak, some AUD pairs are strong, so you can actually refer to the currency strength chart and identify at a glance. So before switching to the trading view, let me share the currency strength chart. Okay, so here is a strength chart. Let me refresh right now. So yeah, look at this big jump on AUD. The blue one is AUD. So it has been strong today. And New Zealand is second strongest. And CAD is the third strongest. CAD is a bit retracing now. But if I look at the market right now, I can see JPY is the weakest. JPY has been very weak. So JPY is the weakest, and second weakest is the Euro. Euro USD is also weak. So we're going to look at the AUDJPY and Euro AUD and AUD USD. So let's focus on these three pairs first. So first, let me look at the AUDJPY and see what's happening on the real charts. So this is a way to identify which one is strongest. By using the strength chart, you can identify at a glance. And in case you don't know about the strength chart, please come to my web page and hover over a free download and click on the currency strength chart. And when you click on this menu, then you can actually come to this web page. There's a free download PDF, and also there's a video where I explained about the strength chart, how I use it. And also there's a link to access to that strength chart. This is for free to everyone, so you can free to use. The currency-strengths.com. Okay, so yeah, so let's check the chart by trading view. Okay, so first let me check the AUDJPY. Okay, so AUDJPY has been bullish. Hold on, let me get this Ichimoku. Oh, here it's still loading, so we can wait for a little bit. Okay, there we go. So AUDJPY has been bullish, and that is because Kumo has been bullish. After the Kumo twist, it was flat initially, but afterwards it went upwards. So Kumo is bullish right now. Senko span A is bullish. And Kijun Sen is also pointing upwards and it's bullish. Tenkan Sen is also bullish. The market has been supported by the Tenkan Sen and continuously bullish. So as long as it's above Tenkan Sen, you can still follow the uptrend. And Chikou span above candles, this also means that it's bullish in terms of Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. All these confirmations show the market is bullish, so this is chance to buy. Yeah, and we can expect the market breaks resistance from the 28th of March, which was 94.38, and looks like it's going towards upwards. So the initial target, I have already these targets by Ichimoku, NT calculation, V calculation, and N calculation, and E calculation. I have these 4 targets by Ichimoku. But if you also squeeze the chart all the way, then there's a resistance on a yearly basis. It was all the way back in 2015, I remember. Yeah, on the 2015 May, there was a resistance on 97.34. And NT target and V targets are very close. So I think roughly here, I expect the market continuously goes up. So in between 96.92 and 97.86 is the target in this market. Of course, along the way, it may retrace. It may retrace backwards and goes up this way, but these will be a target for now. So AUDJPY is strongly bullish. So now let me check the Euro AUD. Euro is the second weakest right now, so it's going down. So Euro AUD is also bearish. The market broke the support level of 1.4536 since 7th of March. And also 28th of March, there were 2 supports and it was descending P wave. So as I mentioned previously, I was expecting the market breaks and actually it did today. So this is also continuously downtrending. So the target is going to be the previous support. I think this was also all the way back in around here on the 2017, there was a support at 1.3628. But before that, there were some targets by these Ichimoku price theory. There was a V and N target on 1.4148 and E target on 1.3759. So these are the potential targets. But as a trend follower myself, I keep trading the profits as long as it goes. So it may break D and N target and may reach down to E target or down to the yearly target. Or even sometimes, it breaks supports and continuously go down this way. In that case, I keep trading the profits along the way. So that's actually also one of the things you can trade. Euro AUD, actually, I'm selling it. I took the sell on 1.4411 and still holding a trade. So I fixed one of the positions with the 30 pips of profit and the other one at the break-even still. But this one is bearish, so you can still follow the downtrend. The market also has been resisted by this descending trend line 3 times. So as long as it's below the descending trend line, below the Kijun Sen, it's bearish. So that's Euro AUD. And the other one that was trending was Euro USD. Sorry, AUD USD. So here's the one. AUD USD is also strongly bullish today. So this one also broke the previous resistance. And currently Kumo is bullish. Senko span B and A both bullish. And Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen is also up. And Chikou span above candles. So this is strongly bullish. It may retrace along the way, but this is continuously bullish. So I can also see that the market has been supported by the Tenkan Sen. So as long as it's above Tenkan Sen, you can keep trading the profits. But if the market breaks Tenkan Sen, then I think that will be time to exit. But this is strongly bullish. And for this, the target is going to be, actually on this I didn't do the Ichimoku target because this is a bit shallow N wave previously. So instead, it's better to take the previous resistance as target. So the potential target for now is on 0.7779, and there's enough room to trade, I think. That will be, let's see, to buy, that will be over 100, around 136 pips of room to trade. So in that sense, AUD USD is also a good one to monitor. I think that will be also good. Okay, and also let's see if there's any big news today. Because if there's big news, then the market may reverse quickly. So let's check the calendar. So here is the economic calendar, and there was ISM services in the US just earlier. So hold on, let me refresh the page. Maybe we can see the result. So it happened at the live stream started. So okay. So here is the result of ISM services PMI in the US, and the turnout was positive. Previously it was 56.5 point, but now it's raising up to 58.3 point. And also this is better than consensus. Consensus market expectation was 58 point, but this time is 58.3 point. So in this case, usually USDs tend to be bought because of the positive turnout in the US. So let me check the US currency. And looks like now it's bought. Okay, looks like the market is starting to move against major directions now. So I think all these pairs must be retracing on the lower time frames. I can see that the AUD is going backwards, New Zealand is going backwards, and all these like JPY and USDs are retracing backwards. So this is just a strength chart as of now. But I'm sure if you look at the 5-minute chart or even 1-minute chart, the market must be strongly reversing backwards. And this is why we have to, we better not to trade before the news starts, because we never know what kind of impact the news can give. And if there's a big news and if the turnout will be against the major directions, then like this, all the markets will reverse, in few minutes. So yeah, you have to be careful for these. So let me check the lower time frame. Let me take the Euro AUD. And in a daily chart basis, this is still bearish. But let me go down to the 5-minute chart. It must be retracing by now. Let me see. So here's a 5-minute chart. Oh yeah, so it's strongly reversing backwards. See, because of the strong USD, AUD is sold, and Euro is bought and AUD is sold, and that's why as a pair Euro AUD, it's going backwards. This is just one of the pairs. I think almost all the pairs are retracing backwards. As Mahardika mentions, AUD USD is also reversing. Okay, let me check AUD USD. Yeah, since a strong AUD and weak AUD and strong USD right now, the market is sold after the news at 2 p.m. UTC. So this is the reason why you don't want to execute right before the news. Because if you do it, then it can hit the stop loss in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, very quickly. So that's actually the impact of the news right now. And this reverse can be consistent, continuous. So if you are in a loss already, then I recommend you to exit and come back a couple of hours later. So, okay, let me check some other currencies like Euro USD. Yeah, Euro USD is still going towards downwards because of the strong USD and weak Euro, it's going down. So and let's see about AUDJPY. JPY is currently bought because of the strong USD, and AUD is sold, so it's going backwards. But in this one, the impact was not that strong. There was a big bearish candle, but afterwards it's coming backwards. So yeah, but as compared to, if you look at the bigger picture in the daily chart, this impact was not that much. So I would say that, you know, these are big news, big events. When you see the red flags, these are the big events that I have to care about. But yeah, I think the impact was huge, but huge as usual. Sometimes it gives so much impact, and it affects also 1 hour time frame. And it may change the whole direction of the market sometimes. Like tomorrow, there will be FOMC. So depending on how it goes on the FOMC tomorrow in the US, it can also change the market move. So, but and this is unpredictable. Like which way it goes is unpredictable. So the only thing we can do is stay away if you can't set the break even. If you can set the break even, then you can still be in a trade. But to be safer, you want to exit with some profit and back afterwards, like today. It might reverse backwards so strongly. So yeah, so that's what's happening by the ISM services PMI today in the US. But sometimes, you know, even if there's a positive outcome on the news, the currency, there is no impact in the market. Sometimes, even if it's positive, this currency can be sold. So that really depends, and we can't really predict how the news will impact the market. But the only thing we know is it will impact market. It can impact market or in any ways. So to be safer, we can stay away right before the news. Is my advice. I think that was good timing to talk about the impact of the news. So yeah, so since USD is strong, I think gold should be sold. Usually it's the case, but let me check. Commodity XAUUSD. Okay, and let me check the 5-minute chart. Yeah, in the 5-minute chart, as you can see also, gold is sold because of the strong USD. Yeah, USD is gold. USD and gold are in opposite strength relation. So when USD is bought, then gold will be sold and JPY should be sold too. That's the basic correlation. But not always, not always. It's in theory, it's like that. So coming back to Forex, let's see. So currently, let me check pound AUD. Okay, since Like pound AUD went all the way up. Let me come back to the strength chart. Okay, AUD is sold. AUD is sold, but pound is bullish after this bullish USD. And as a result, pound AUD is a bit bullish now after the news. But still, this is ranging. If you look at the bigger picture in the daily time frame, it's retracing pound JPY. It has been a bit retracing and ranging, consolidating market. For Kumo's flat, Kijun-sen flat, the price is below the Tenkan-sen still. So this is a bit flat, and in this case, I don't usually get in a trade. So yeah, so let me come back to some comments now. Thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you as usual. So let's see. Osine says, how can I download PDF about Ichimoku join membership? You can please click on the below description and come over to my webpage and hover over services, Ichimoku community, and click on how to join. And you can find the full description of how to join my Ichimoku community. Simply you click the join button and connect your Discord with YouTube, and then you get all the perks. Yeah, thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Yeah, this is already April. Time flies. Yeah, time flies. Okay. Last I took sell position based on KTS and Euro AUD that makes 20% profit until now. Okay. Euro AUD is still going down, so there is no reason to exit. You can just keep trading the profits along the way. Even if the lower time frame, like 5-minute chart, retracing backwards, this is still downtrending. So if you're holding, then you can just keep the positions. All right. Alfonso says on pound AUD and Euro NZD sold. Okay. Yeah, they are going down. Pound AUD. Let me see. Pound AUD, yeah, it's still going down, broke the support, and you can also draw the line on the descending trend line on the daily chart, so that you can keep holding as long as market is bearish. I'm sorry, this pen is too thick, so let me change it to a bit thinner. Okay. So yeah, this descending trend line has been working still. So as long as it's below a trend line, you can keep holding sell. All right, Chuk says, Taikei is trading currently or has it ever been your only source of income? Yep, it's been only my source. Yep, that is true. Otherwise, I won't be in Dubai. Okay, JY says, last session you said you're waiting for it to break the resistance. Yeah, so to be safer, you can wait for the resistance breakout. Yeah, but we can already enter the trade before the breakout with the risk management. It's possible, but without risk management, it might be difficult. TikTok says, hi, when price pulls back in wave and wave in a 5-minute chart, different brokers may show different high and low wick in M5. What do you think about this? I don't really care about these differences in brokers. I think these are just minor differences. Unless it's big difference, it's okay. Sometimes on this, this is, I think, the only case in TradingView is that when you select the pair, let's say, you want to check the Euro NZD, for example, Euro NZD, and you see multiple brokers. There's FXCM, Wanda, Forex.com, or IDC, Pepperstone. There are so many brokers to choose. But some brokers gives you kind of strange, candlesticks. I've experienced like Wanda sometimes gives me like long wicks or so many gaps in between the candles in Forex, which is not really, sound. So I always choose FXCM whenever I open a new chart. So if the difference is too big, then you better choose different broker to screen. But if not, you can just stick to one broker. But yeah, it happens. Push says, hi Kei, Euro AUD, very good trade, 200 pips from yesterday. Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, it looks like some traders are running some nice profits. Good to hear that. John Harris says, Kei took positions on AUDJPY yesterday, confirmed 1 hour 30 uptrend M5 confirmations. Okay, that's great. You can just keep holding as long as it goes. Arnold says, can time cycle can be used in lower time frames like 1 hour 4 hour chart? No, time cycles are only effective in the daily or above time frames. I've tested it actually. I've tested it on the 1 hour or 30-minute chart or even 5-minute. I tested the time cycles, but because of too many noises in the market, in the lower time frames, it didn't really work. For example, you may see like 26 cycles, but suddenly changes because in the 5 or lower time frames, there are so many wicks up and downwards. And but when you kept time cycles, you better also take the wicks also in between the candles, capture highs and lows. So yeah, because there are so many wicks and so many spikes in lower time frames, it didn't really work. So yeah, you need to choose either daily or above time frames for these time cycles. Yeah, Anis, thank you for joining. Good to see you. And Rajan also, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. Yeah, SP500 also reversed. Okay, by the news. John Harris says, would you recommend to trade the JPY pairs of the 50 to 100 practice trades? Yes, you can. I also trade the JPY pairs, and based on my backtesting result, JPY pairs worked so well with my strategy. So yes, you can backtest on any major pairs or minor pairs. But yeah, you better not to trade the exotics is my opinion. Okay. So let's see. Okay, Chuk says, Kei, do you come from the wealthy family? Oh, that's a bit off topic, but I can answer. No, it wasn't really a wealthy family. We survived as family. So it wasn't really. What I mean is, if you had decided to quit your job, you would not have money problems and worry about ending in the street. Yeah, back then when I started my Forex trade, I was working full-time. And I had enough saving also. I also used to own 3 properties in Japan, so I had some passive income. So in that sense, I was very stable. Yeah, otherwise that will be very stressful to jump into the Forex market as a full-time. That will be very challenging. So that's why I always say, to start small account. To start with a small account, like even 500 or 1,000 USD, you can start and make it bigger. So as I used to say, you have to always have 2 wallets. One wallet for living and one wallet for trading. And you never mix these 2 wallets because that will heavily affect your psychology. Muchino Frank says, hi Kei, by KTS I see Euro AUD yesterday running 180 pips, looking for exit now. Thanks to your strategy. Sure, Muchino Frank, you're welcome. So yeah, Euro AUD broke the support from 7th of March and also 28th of March, and it's going down. So if you're still following, then there's no reason to exit. You can keep holding a trade still. So yeah. But yeah, that was a big impact by this ISM services in the US just earlier, about 30 minutes ago. Oh, by the way, this is a quick announcement for you, is that for the last couple of days, I hear a big noise. This is besides Forex, but for some reason, I hear some big noise from outside around this time, or maybe 6:40 p.m., 6:45 p.m. around there. I see big noise like thunder from outside, and I may get shocked when I hear that today. Also, I may get shocked, but yeah, please just ignore the big sound. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but when I hear that, then I might have to mention that because that's too loud, very loud. But yeah, I will just keep going on this analysis. So don't worry about it. It's not like a thunder or anything like that, or earthquake or anything like that. But sound is coming from somewhere outside, big noise. And you may hear it in about 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, just be aware of it. Okay, so let's keep going. So Euro AUD, right? So let me look into the details and where possibly you can enter the trade. Because this is downtrending, Euro AUD. And usually what I do is I look into the lower time frames like 1 hour chart. I confirm it downtrend. In 1 hour chart, I can also see that the market is downtrending. Kumo is down. Kijun Sen is also down. Tenkan Sen is also bearish. Chikou span below candles. So this is bearish. We can continuously look for the sell chance. But we have to look into the lower time frame situation because the lower time frame, like 5-minute chart, may be retracing backwards. And as a rule of markets, we say the markets follow the major direction, but the direction starts to change from the lower time frames. I think you've heard of it before. The market tends to follow the major direction, but when it reverses, it starts from the lower time frames. And this is the reason, one of the reasons why I watch the 5-minute chart to enter the market. Because just to make sure that in the 5-minute chart, it's not reversing backwards. So this is 1 hour, it's going down. Once again, and also in the daily chart, it's going down. So overall, in the long term, it should go down. But I just wanted to make sure that in 5-minute chart, it's not going backwards. Because if it keeps going backwards, then 1 hour becomes flat and daily will become flat also. So let me go down to the 5-minute chart. After the news, let's see what's happening. Okay, so here is a 5-minute chart. I will simply display the candlesticks because I don't use Ichimoku on these lower time frames. So after the news on the US ISM Services PMI, which happened on the 2 p.m. UTC, the market initially went upwards, but now sellers coming in and it's going down. And also I can see that this is a potential and continuous downtrend so far because I see 2 confirmations already. And one of the confirmations for this continuous downtrend is this engulfing breakout towards major direction. You see this bullish candle has been including 3 future candles, including this doji, and it's going down. This is breaking bearish. So this candlestick in 5 is going to close in about 30 seconds, but most likely it will close below the engulfing. In that case, this is breakout towards major downtrend direction, and this can be the confirmation of the continuous downtrend. But to be safer, you can wait for the breakout of the support. Breakout of the support level here at 1.4320, and place a sell. Oh, it's going backwards. Oh, looks like, okay, this is interesting. I said that most likely it will close below the engulfing. So I'm talking about this engulfing situation here. But it closed somehow within the engulfing still. So sorry, this is not still the confirmation for the downtrend yet. It might go up on this bullish in wave, or it may continue to go down on this bigger reverse in wave, and we cannot tell which way it's going. So here we should hold. We should wait for other confirmations to sell. And this is the reason why I want to investigate the 5-minute chart to really see if the market is still wanting to go down or not. So yeah, I think this is a good example to wait with patience. Alex FX says, I recommend people not to use Oanda. From personal experience, they are bad. Yeah, Oanda I used to use because they provide so many different tools to analyze, like market orders, or a heat map also is provided by Oanda. So Oanda, giving lots of interesting tools to analyze charts. But yeah, I'm not using them anymore because simply I don't need them anymore. So yeah, Euro AUD entry edge, we have to wait a little bit more in this case. Okay, thank you for joining everybody. Great to see you for joining here. Okay, good to see you, good to see you. So we have to wait for a trading edge. This is where I look for the trading edge. So the next thing I'm waiting for is the market downtrend confirmation in 5 in either candlestick patterns or the lines. In terms of the lines, let's see if we can draw the descending trend line in 5. There's a tip here, and if we can just scroll back all the way, then yes, I can find a descending trend line that has been working. So it has been once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times resistances. So this one we can keep. But sometimes sometimes people saying that taking only 2 bounces to be a workable trend line. But this is in 5-minute chart. In 5-minute chart can be tricky. So I recommend everybody to take at least 3 bounces. The trend lines and support resistance lines to be trustable in the 5-minute chart. So this time it's got 4 bounces. So I think this line is valid. So we have one confirmation here that is downtrending still. But yeah, other than that, I don't see any other confirmations. So I think in this case, I will just wait for further confirmations to appear. Okay. Oh, Hide-san says it's sound of the end of Ramadan of the day. Okay, I didn't know. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, so I think it will happen soon. Because I think sun already went down. I think it was like 6:40 p.m. The sun will go down in Dubai. So I think there should be a big sound, like thunder from outside. So just get ready. Just get ready. Okay, so let me check some other comments now. AUDJPY breakout daily chart. Okay, let me check. So I will put this on the left, split the window into 2, and Euro AUD in the 5-minute chart I put it on the left. So we whoa. sorry. I'm sorry. I was so surprised. Wow, did you hear the sound? I think it was much bigger than you hear from microphone. Yeah, I should psychologically prepare for tomorrow when I do this live. Well, now I don't want to do live in this timing because it's kind of embarrassing, me surprising every time I do it. Anyways, wow, that was surprising. So anyways, what were we talking about? I forgot. Oh yeah, so we split the window into two. On the left, I put the Euro AUD in the 5-minute chart. And on the right, let's check the AUDJPY. Okay, and AUDJPY, let's say if it breaks resistance. Yeah, it is breaking the resistance. Let me check in the daily. Yeah, the daily chart, it's about to break. The resistance is 94.32 on 28th of March, and it's about to break. About to break. So technically, not yet. Oh yeah, EURCAD says it's breaking. Yeah, that's right. It is breaking. Breaking. Almost breaking. You heard it. Okay, Alex FX, you heard it? Push also. Did you hear the sound? Big sound. Wow, that was very surprising. Maybe tomorrow or in the future when I do the live, I think I will cancel the BGM and I will let you hear. Myself, I put the earphones in. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, so that means it lasts for the next 1 month until the Ramadan ends. Until Ramadan ends, I think that will continue. Okay, so anyways, let's see. Okay. So yeah, coming back to Euro AUD, it's going down. Leanne says, today I lost 1% for Euro AUD and 2% for Pound AUD. Okay, you lost 2 trades today, okay. I think your stop loss may be too tight, or your exit timing may be too early, maybe. Because it's going down in the long term. Push says, Kei, will you be teaching Kyushu legs? Yes, I will. Kyushu Ashi, I will be teaching. I already started to teach in my Ichimoku community, but I'm creating the free PDF for the public for free. And once I finish that, I will start to share my Kyushu Ashi knowledge. Kyushu Ashi is actually another Ichimoku strategy. If you have heard of it, this is the Kyushu Ashi, quickly showing to you. I have to cancel the candlesticks. Because Kyushu Ashi and candlesticks are two different things. So this is looking like Kyushu Ashi. And it looks like the Heikin Ashi, but the calculation is different. Obviously, Kyushu Ashi is created after Heikin Ashi. Heikin Ashi is very actually old. It's even older than Ichimoku Kin. After creating candlesticks, some Japanese trader in the past created the Heikin Ashi. Heikin Ashi, or it's also called Koma Ashi in Japanese. But I don't use Heikin Ashi because it's a bit too lagging, and I prefer candlestick to see wicks to capture time cycles with Kihon Suchi. But this is how Kyushu Ashi looks like, and you can also I will also share information in public as well. Let's come back to Ichimoku Kinko Hyo for now. Okay, so coming back to Euro AUD in the 5-minute chart, we have the bullish candle. So I don't see reverse confirmation yet. This is a bit bullish now. It might continue to go up in this direction. So let's see if the market breaks resistance and also descending trend line. We'll see. All right, good to see you. Thank you for joining, everybody. Great to see you. Arnold says, why are you not using Ichimoku at lower time frames? In Ichimoku 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart time frames used for entry edge. I don't use Ichimoku in the lower time frames. Before I was using, but now I don't use Ichimoku for the entry confirmations in M5, M15 because Ichimoku is a bit lagging. And I prefer candlesticks to follow in the lower time frames. So I don't do that. All right, let me try to catch up your comments for now. Okay, Hui says Euro CAD selling with KTS was so good. Okay, Euro CAD is still going down. Yeah, let me check. Euro CAD broke the support also. It's going down in the daily time frame, so no reason to exit. You can keep following downtrend without any reasons. YB says, do you trade XAU? Oh, I don't. Right now it's ranging, so I don't trade. If it's trending in either daily or 4, then I will, but I don't see any trends, but rather Forex markets are more active. So I'm away from the gold right now. Okay, Alfonso says, I'm doing a profitable evaluation on the prop firm. I don't have time to improve probability using multi-time frame for the job. Okay. Yeah, you can actually use one single time frame to trade also. If you want to be trading swing or day trade, you can also follow the higher time frame. Yeah. But always keep the risk small. My rule is to keep the risk up to 2% to stop loss. So however pips I take the stop loss, always I calculate to make it 2%. That's 15 pips or 30 pips of stop loss, always it's 2%. Hello Gabriel, good to see you here. Thank you for joining. Did you already look at pound CAD? I don't think so. Let me check. Pound CAD. Let's see. Pound CAD in the daily chart is going down still. It's breaking the support, but most likely it will because Kumo down, Kijun Sen down, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below candles. So in the long to short to mid-term, sellers are dominant than buyers. So in this case, most likely the market breaks support. So I don't mind looking for the sell chance at this timing, so that once the market really breaks support, it goes very fast and I can save time to set the break even so that I can become a non-losing trade. Yeah, always make sure your trades should be either break even or win game. Once you set the break even, then you don't lose anymore. So you can leave charts for a couple of hours and come back, see if the market is still going towards the direction. If it's reversing backwards, hit the break even, then it's fine because you don't lose. But if it goes towards their direction still, then simply keep trading the profits along the way. So the real challenge or the real game is until you hit the break even line. And that is my mindset. Every time, make sure you take either break even or win game. Then eventually, you will get these huge pips along the way. Okay. John Harris says also I'm profitable. That's good. Good to hear. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. AK says, do you trade cryptos? No, I don't. I don't trade cryptos. I only watch, but I never trade. Never traded cryptos before because I have no knowledge about what's happening behind. I'm expert in Forex, And that's why I trade Forex. And also, I have backtested all these pairs. Each pair, I backtested it at least 100 times. Or more than 100 times, I backtested it and proved that my profit factor was above 5. And that's why I have these pairs on my watch list. So, yeah, but I don't do backtesting on any other markets. For gold, I did. Gold, I did the backtesting, and that's why I trade gold when it's trending. But yeah, I don't trade any other markets. I was thinking to trade index or stocks from this year, but I found that this is not a good time to buy yet. So I'm away from these markets and only focusing on Forex. Because Forex are very active in March, and also this week it's active too. So we can just trade active markets along the way. Active mail that says, are you reliant on the fundamentals? No, I don't. I don't trade by the fundamentals. There was a big news, ISM PMI, just earlier. This ISM services PMI was there, and due to this outcome, USD was bought and AUD was sold, and it gave lots of impact in the market. But I don't trade by the news, basically. Anis says, Kei, what do you think about having a list with all JPY pairs and trade only those? Is it as if we have a common dominator, EJ, UJ, GJ, AJ, etc.? I don't recommend to take only JPY pairs because most likely you're depending on JPY strengths. Let's say if JPY has no strengths, then even if some of these currencies are trending, you might not gonna be able to get so many pips. Or let's say after some news, JPY might reverse, and then you will see all the pairs reverse backwards, and you may have multiple losses. So in terms of risk hedge mindset, my recommendation is to take different currency pairs in your watch list. Like what I do is, let's say I'm trading Euro AUD right now. I took the trade on the 1.4411 today on Euro AUD and still running profit. Because of the strong AUD right now, it's going down. We know that. But that means if I take another AUD pair, like AUDJPY or Pound AUD or AUD Swiss franc, any other AUD pairs, I take a trade because of the strong AUD. Because of the strong AUD, if AUD reverse backwards, I will get multiple losses or break-evens, or I will lose these positions. So yeah, when I hold the AUD pair right now, then I prefer to go for different markets than AUDs, so that the probability for the market to reverse on these different pairs in different positions will be lower. Okay, so yeah. So let's see. I think so let's see. Let me check some other charts now on the right. So AUDUSD has been going up right now, and this is bullish. Let's see. In terms of the entry edge on the AUDUSD, in 1 hour chart, this is confirmed bullish because Kumo's up, Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen both bullish, and Chikou span above candles. And also 5-minute chart confirmation part. In 5 minutes, this is not going up. This is a bit reversing backwards. It broke the support and it's going backwards, as you can see. So it may continue to go down, or it may continue to be range. And we are not sure how long it takes for this to go up along with the major direction. So in this case, I simply stay away and come back a couple of hours later. Yeah, and also continuously monitoring a Euro AUD. This one is ranging now. This is called a P wave in Ichimoku. P wave is the higher lows. Oh, sorry. I did it one. Okay, coming back here. Highs are lower and lows higher, and this is P wave. And since this is downtrending in higher time frames, I wait for the P wave breaks bearish. And then continuously be bearish in wave for the selling edge. Otherwise, it may break the P wave bullish against major direction, and 1 hour might become flat, and daily chart become also flat eventually. Okay, let's see. I guess I will be ending the live in about a few minutes for now. I think I have covered pretty much all these different markets, different time frames, and different confirmations candlesticks today. So I hope you had some learnings from today's live stream for everyone. AM says, do you always wear a suit when trading? Oh, like this? No, I don't. I only do this when I live stream. Because just to show you my commitment to share my knowledge with everybody, because I don't want you to lose your time. Time is important for everybody. So I don't want to waste your time joining my live streams, and this is showing my commitment. I could wear some t-shirt or some other things, but I prefer not to. Yeah, it actually, gives me, how to say, like a nervousness in a good way to share what I see right now. Okay, so yeah, I guess almost ending live, just closing with this. Some words on this live stream. So looks like markets are very active today. I thought that will be more quiet because last week was quiet, as you can remember, on these forex pairs. So this week I thought that would be quiet, but starting from Monday day, AUD has been very strong. So looks like we have active markets. So I think the lesson is never try to predict whether the market will be active or not next week. Simply monitor the chart every day, and when it's active, simply be in the trade. When it's quiet, simply leave, and that's all we can do. As I have mentioned before, we have to control the things we can control. And the things we cannot control, we have to leave it. Like we cannot control the movements of the markets, we can't control which way it goes in the future, and we cannot predict the future price movements. But we can control where to enter, where to exit, and more importantly, which market to trade, which market not to trade. These parts we can control. And if we master these parts where we can control, then you will get success in trading, and that's for sure. So yeah, just to remember that always time is important and time is precious for everybody. So please do not spend time in prediction to the future, but please spend time in discipline and also on things that you can control. And then everything else should be brought to you automatically. Is my idea. So yeah, I guess that's it for today's live. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining, participating until the end. And I really appreciate your support continuously. So I will see you on the next one. And until then, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. All right, mata ne everyone. Matane means see you in Japanese. So I say matane. Bye for now. Thank you.